Hello everyone and welcome to another quick video. So I thought I would do a quick update on building my old keyboard. So I've got some of the parts and I had a bit of a look at the keyboard that I was going to kind of renovate. So it's not building from scratch. I'm sort of updating, modifying an existing keyboard. So I took a mechanical keyboard I bought online apart to see if I would have any hope of upgrading it. And the aim is to try and make it a lot quieter for work mostly. So I don't know if you can see, but I was able to start unsoldering the switches and it was relatively easy to do actually. So I could get the solder off pretty straightforwardly. So I will be able to remove these switches. These are Cherry MX Blues or some kind of equivalent. So they're reasonably noisy and they have that kind of definite click, which is picked up during meetings. So it makes it very difficult for me to take notes and things like that. And I did try using a different keyboard, but it wasn't much better really. And also I thought it'd be quite fun to sort of build a keyboard for typing. So what I received today was some Gateron switches. They're browns. I couldn't get Cherry MX browns, but these seem to be as good, or some people seem to think that they're perhaps even better. So I'm sure they'll be good enough for me. And there's supposed to be, very almost silent sort of linear mechanical switches. I'll have a little, let's have a little look. I've bought enough switches to actually not only do this keyboard, but maybe renovate a mechanical numeric pad as well, because I think that might be quite useful. Have a quick look at, so you can see I think there's 120 switches. See if I can get one out. So you can maybe just about see if it'll go into focus. Perhaps it won't. They do have a sort of transparent aspect to them. So I can't remember if that keyboard actually has any kind of lighting built into it. But the current keys are got a transparent thing for transmission of light. So maybe it does. Doesn't really matter. I don't know if you can tell, but these do feel, well, they are linear for a start, and they are much quieter actually. So that's quite good. Obviously, it's not going to be completely silent entirely because there is a mechanical switch in there, which is going to make a little bit of noise. But the MX Blues are quite well known for being much noisier. So the other thing that I might do with this is with the bass, I might insulate the bass with a bit of foam to try and cancel out some more of the noise. I just grab the bass. Don't know if you can see that easily, but there is quite a lot of space underneath the PCB of the keyboard that could be filled in, so that might help a bit as well. So the switches there, they seem pretty good. Yeah, so happy with those. Just pop to one side for a minute. The other thing I bought was some new keycaps. I wasn't that keen on the keycaps that came with the keyboard. They were a bit sort of cheap and didn't seem that great really. So I got some new ones. I'm not really familiar with keycap brands, so this is what I ended up with. They are PBT keycaps, which I think is possibly advantageous, and they work with Cherry MX compatible switches. If I can get this open. I went for a fairly conservative grey and black colour scheme, which sure will be fine, but I know could have maybe gone something a little bit more exciting. But with the black case of the keyboard, I figured it would fit quite nicely. So I can get this out. So there you can see the colour scheme of the keys. yeah, not exactly the most exciting keyboard, but I think it'll work quite well. And there's 2 layers of this, so underneath, I guess, is the things like the numeric keypad keys. I might try and get one layer out without spilling them all on the floor. Let's have a look. Yeah, so underneath there's all the numeric keys. I think with this particular keycap set, you get both American and UK layout, or international rather, and UK layout. So I can pick which one I want. Let's try and show you these without tipping them on the floor. So that's the new keycaps. So it will be a bit of a job fitting these, unsoldering all those switches, soldering the new ones in and fitting these, but it'll be quite good fun, I think, and I'm quite interested to see if I can make the keyboard much more silent. Keys themselves feel good. Yeah, they're sort of they feel nicely textured, and they look pretty well made. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with all of this, and it's a fun little project to keep me busy. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on my progress, but hopefully it'll be a successful project. I think the next thing that I will show is the unsoldered PCB and sort of clean up that case a bit. I did wonder about spray painting it, but I think I'll just leave it as it is. But yeah, well, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.